Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. Last time we got into the basics of Ender.io, which we still have down here, and today we're going to be doing something completely different again. So if we just go over to the mob farm, one of the things I want to do long term is start to use these things, the dimlets from RF Tools Dimensions. Now I've never really done anything with RF Tools Dimensions, so I really want to get this going, but I do know it uses a lot of power. And the power setup we have at the moment is pretty decent for what we're doing, but I think once we get into that stuff, this is going to need to be upgraded. And what I want to do is start using the power reactors from the power mod. Now the problem I've got here is to get into the higher tier, we need to use the nitro crystal, and this is made from nether stars. And at the moment, I don't think we've killed the wither at all. So what we've got, no nether stars. We do have plenty of wither skeleton skulls, so we can actually do this. But I want to automate it, which is something I've never done before. I've played a lot of modded Minecraft, and I've done lots of setups to generate nether stars automatically, but I've never done the actual killing the wither properly, where it's spawned in the world and having a machine kill it. So that's what we're going to do today. And the first consideration is, where do we do this? Because we are going to have the wither spawning, we are going to see like the health bar at the top, and it's obviously going to be fairly noisy. I want it a little bit away, but I want it fairly close as well, so we can actually come across and see it if we want to and make sure that everything's working alright. I'm pretty sure with the setup that we've got, the withers won't escape, so I'm not too bothered for that reason about having it close. So I think out the back of the main factory building should be fairly good. So I'm going to keep everything loaded, and I can come and see it if I need to. So I'll just put like a door at the back of this building here. So let's just dig through a little bit, make sure we're at the right level. No, that's not right. So up here somewhere. About there. So we can have another walkway coming out at this height and then have it slightly below ground so we can just see like the top of it. I think that'll work. Right, so I'll get a little bit of digging done and then we can get this thing set up. Right, so I've got a little bit of digging done and that didn't take long at all with the flux bore. But then I've also tried to do a little bit of infrastructure and figure out what I'm doing. So I've got a flux cable running into there with this path extended out a little bit. And this just connects up into some cables I already had in there. So all I need to do is put a P2P tunnel on the end of this, which I have got here. And then I just need to link this up to one on the controller. And then I just need to build a few things around here. So I think, just to keep this looking nice and neat, we're just going to go with a floor of tuff for now, and I think this is going to be low enough because we need a couple of blocks and then we can build a cage where the wither's going to go on top of that. So if we just do this, let's just extend this out a little bit. And I don't know how big this is going to be, but I think I'm going to have a walkway going around it. And the reason I'm doing the P2P tunnel as well is, obviously I have my wireless, so I don't need to access anything over here. I'll probably will put a terminal in just for completeness, but the main thing is I want to be able to export the wither skeleton skulls and the soul sand automatically, so I don't have to manually put them into a chest. So first things we need to do, I've got some deep slit, so we need to figure out where the center of this is going to be. So let's put it fairly central to this, so I don't have to dig it much more out. And that's the middle of that. And then what we're going to do is have a 5 by 5. I think, is that right? So I've got 1, 2, and then 2 that way. Just like that. So there we go, we have 5 by 5. And then on top of this, I'm going to need a little bit of redstone. So I need access down the middle. So let's just do like one side like that. I'm just trying to get a feel for where everything's going to go. And then I think if we do something like that, the wither builder is going to go in the middle, and that's the block that obviously is going to build the wither. And then at the side, we're going to have a little bit of redstone, and it's going to be really, really simple. Something I've used before in modded, but I'll explain that in a minute. And then we'll probably have, actually no, it'd be better to do the redstone at this side, and then I can have the exporter going that side. Or I'll probably go underground to do that, to be honest. So let's just dig that out, just so we know what we're doing. And then we're going to have an exporter right there. I can put that there. Yeah, so let's just go down here a little bit. And I can run this cable underground and not have to worry about it. So yeah, first things first, we should probably link up this P2P tunnel, shouldn't we? So, right, grab my stuff for traveling because these things are so handy. And there's something else I forgot to mention. I've been doing a little bit of building between episodes, so I've put like a big center console in here. Moved my terminals over here just to make that a little bit neater, and then we've got a few things around the side that we don't need to access all of the time. So you may have noticed last time that all of my storage cells were filled up, and that's because some of the things on my storage drawers had filled up and overflowed into here, and the main thing was redstone. So I've increased those now. I've got some big storage upgrades in there, and I've also added this MEIO port. And what this does is, if you've got a lot of stuff on a storage cell that you don't want on there, that shouldn't be on there anyway, you can take it out of here, put it into there, and it'll take all the items off it and put it back into your network, and it'll put it where it should go. So because I had loads of redstone on here that shouldn't have been on there, once I put them in there, it will put them in the network where they're supposed to go, which was in the storage drawers. So I've been through there, done all that, and I've also added a load more drawers as well, and added loads of upgrades into pretty much every storage drawer I could think of that's going to fill up. So I've got plenty of space for now, and I think that should do. We've also boxed this in over here as well. These haven't moved. This is exactly where they were, so I think the layout has worked quite well. I'll probably add another few of these in though. I'm alright with 4 of them for now, and then we have a little tunnel going around here. I'm obviously going to tidy all this up, but then around here it's just as it was. So we've got the molecular assembler, and then this is what I'm after at the minute. So which of these aren't in use? That's unlinked, so I'll grab that one. So I've copied that. And then we have all the other stuff around here, which I am going to move. So I've partially automated this as well. Before I was just doing each of these manually. But what I've done here, and it's really simple, is because we've got all the presses in these, if you dump anything into here, so the gold, stasis, or the diamonds, they'll only be able to go into the ones that have those presses in. So nothing's going to get mixed up. And the silicon can only go into this one, and the redstone can only go into the final one. And then when these are finished, they all pull out and then go into this last one. So I can just dump loads of stuff in this barrel, and they all end up in here just like this, and then I can just manually take them into my system. But this is a really good way of automating as well. When I've done auto crafting with this before, it's always been really complicated. But if I just put a pattern provider on the back of here and send it into there, and then I can just pipe everything back into it, it's just one pattern provider that'll do all of this. So I'm definitely going to get that done, but I'm going to move it first before I do that. So right, let's go get this linked up and see if we can get this wither thing going. Right, so if we just right click on there, that is now linked. So I just need, so if we just grab one of these, I always like to have one coming out of the P2P tunnel so I can go off it and have more channels if I need to. So do that there, and I'll have this one coming down below ground. And then wire this one over here. And then the thing we need to build is the wither builder. Now this, I've just thought it might be a bit of a problem because I need to do, was that a creeper? Thanks a lot. Because I need to do Supreme machine frame. Now this also involves a wither as well, because we need to get ether gas. So what we actually need to do is trap a wither in the stasis chamber and then put a fluid miner on top of it, and it will get us the ether gas, and then we can use the ether gas to do the Supreme machine frame. So yeah, completely forgot about this step, so I need to go get this set up now, don't I? And then we can crack on. Right, so quite a long time later, I've been busy getting some of these machine frames together. So as you can see here, I've done the simple machine frames, and I've done quite a few of these, and having to put these in here one by one because I don't have a way of automating this at the minute, so I'm definitely going to need to get that done. But I've also taken some of these and put them in here and got the advanced machine frames. So these are the ones I'm going to need for the machines that I need now. But then I can also use one of these in the dissolution chamber to create the Supreme machine frame that we need for the wither builder. So anyway, first things first. Now we've got these, we can craft the stasis chamber, I believe. So we should have everything for this. So we haven't got soul sand. That's not good, is it? Right, okay, I need to get that. Do I have a way of doing this, or do I need to go to the nether? No, I think that's going to be a trip to the nether, isn't it? Actually, no, it's not. I did set something up between episodes which I haven't shown yet. So if we come to the top of here, I have this thing. I was using this to get some clay because I was toying with the idea, as I've already said, of getting into the power mod, and I need clay for that. So I was going to use this setup, but we can actually change this. If we get a soul campfire, can we craft this? Are you kidding? No need soul sand for that. That's really annoying. Right, tell you what, let's go to the nether and we can do this bit properly. Right, there we go. That took way longer than I would have wanted to, but let's just grab a little bit of this. I can get that soul campfire done, and then we can start converting sand with create. Right, that should be more than enough. Let's get back. Right, so let's try that again. So what we need is a soul campfire. Now, can I do this? Yes, I can. Right. So I'll take that. I also need the water. Put that there. And that will now haunt anything I put in there. It'll do weird things to me as well. But anyway, if we just grab some sand and throw that into there, that will get turned in soul sand thanks to the magic of create. And I'm definitely going to need to do, actually, I need to get tons of this dye. If I'm going to be doing this with the builder, I'm going to need a massive amount of soul sand. So I might as well just throw loads of this in, and I should probably get it automated as well. Right, so now we've got a bit. Can we do this stasis chamber? Yes, there we go. Right, so that is the first thing we need for the first step for today. So as you can see, some of that's converted into soul sand, so we'll just wait for the rest of it and get back to it. Right, so I've grabbed a couple of things that I think I need. I've got the stasis chamber, quantum entangler porter for power, but we can also use this to send items as well. For the ether gas though, I am going to use some ender chests, so I've just linked these up and increased the capacity of those with ender pearls. And I've got a few pipes. I think, even though it's called ether gas, I'm pretty sure it's a fluid. So I've taken the gas pipe anyway, but I think it's these ones I need. The wither will be contained by the stasis chamber, but just in case, I'm going to craft some of the tinted glass, and this is what I'm going to use in the wither farm as well. I'm going to grab some just in case the stasis chamber loses power. It's this one here, the one from mob grinding utilities. So it's just coal and any kind of glass. So I'm just going to grab an absolute ton of this. I should probably just get like, let's get 3 stacks of that. It's probably nowhere near enough. Let's get another stack. All right, 4 stacks. We'll go with that for now. The place I'm going to do this, I think I'm going to do it right down at the bottom, because we're not going to get any noise from this wither, because it's not actually going to form. So firstly, let's dig a little bit of a hole. So I've got this at 7 by 7. So let's just go down here a little bit. And this should be fairly straightforward. I've done this fairly recently in all the mods 9, but I did that in a hyperbox and didn't have to have it in a normal overworld. So this might be a little bit different. Hopefully not. Hopefully it'll be all right. So let's just get rid of this completely, get right down to bedrock. So firstly, we're going to want power, aren't we? So let's just put this down in the middle of here. And then I'm going to put a pipe on this. I can put it directly on top of it, but I just want to make sure that this gets plenty of power. Set that to extract, and we'll put a diamond upgrade in there. Right, so on top of there, we're going to put the stasis chamber. And if we show the working area of this, we just need to build a wither inside of here. And this thing, I'll keep it there, and then we can just do what we want with it. So if we just get rid of all this, and might just go up a little bit more. Right, so we should probably get the stuff for the wither, shouldn't we? So let's get 4 of those. And 3 of the skulls. Put this in place a little bit, because this isn't powered yet, so we don't want to do anything silly. So we'll just see where it's going to go. Right, so I just need to make sure this is outputting power output to the top. So that is now powered. So once I activate this wither, we should be all right. So what I'm going to do, just in case, I'm going to put some glass around the outside as well. So this is witherproof glass. It's not going to go anywhere. And it'll also make building the fluid extractor on top a little bit easier as well. So let's grab a wand and just go all the way across. Don't want this wither going anywhere. Right, I did that wrong, but I've learned something recently. If I hold control, and I believe it's shift, control and shift, and then right click, it'll undo the last action. So annoyed that I didn't know that sooner, but anyway. Right, so that is completely done. That is all completely contained now, so I could actually turn this on. But before we do that, we should probably get all the other stuff, which I haven't brought with me. I haven't crafted everything yet. Let's do that now. So what we want is the fluid laser base. So can I do this? Yeah, pretty much. And box standard diamond pick. And that is fluid laser base. Nice. So what I need to do is put that one in there. Right, okay, so that's there. Now, all I need to do, I don't need to power this, but I do need to power the ones that go around the outside. So we need to get some of the laser miners, and that's why I did all of those machine frames. And I also need to get a purple laser lens as well. Now, can I do purple dye? Yes, I can. Right, so we need a purple laser lens in here, and that's basically just what you need to get the ether gas. So then I need some laser miners, laser drill, sorry. Right, so how many of these can I do? 2. That's pathetic. Right, okay, let's do one there. Right, so those are pointing at that, but I also need to wire these up for power as well. So let's do this. It's definitely going to be better when I've got into the power mod. I can do some gates, but let's just do it like this for now. I might as well take it off this. Okay, we're pretty much there actually. I need to get some more of the laser drills in, but this will work at the minute, I think. So those powered. I can get some speed upgrades on here as well. But for now, I think that should do it. And then we're just going to pipe this out into Oh, I didn't pick up those ender tanks, did I? Anyway, we could have minute. Let's just get this going. So I have my other skeleton skulls, and what could possibly go wrong? So if we take these and put them in here, I'm pretty sure I haven't forgotten anything. That's it. Fingers crossed. Let's do it. So we'll close that in. That is in the stasis chamber, so it won't actually form into the wither. And is this working? Yes, we already have 10 millibuckets of ether gas in there, which is great. So all I need to do now is get this upgraded, get a few more of these going around the edge, and we should have enough ether gas to get these things done. So where is it? With the builder, for this, we only need 135 millibuckets, which is absolutely nothing. And we're on 20, so well on the way to that now. So I'll get the rest of this upgraded, and then we can get on with doing the wither killer. Okay, so I've beefed up this setup a little bit. I've got power going all the way around the outside now, and I've got 6 of these on 3 of the sides. And that is doing very well, and I've got it all sent into this ender tank as well, so we'll go in there. 0.68, so yeah, that's definitely enough. That's almost enough to do 4 of the supreme machine frames. So very happy with that, and I can just leave this to do its thing now. And this tank is fairly big, so I can get 160 buckets in there, which is absolutely mad. I haven't even got 1 bucket yet, so I'll keep an eye on this. And I've got the other ender tank in my tinkering room up there, so we can go set that up into another dissolution chamber and get on with the supreme machine frame. Right, so I'm just behind the walls of my tinkering room, and I've set up another dissolution chamber, hooked up this ender tank, and that is now going into there. So we have the ether gas going in, so we can get this craft up and running. So for this, plastic, netherite ingots, diamonds, diamond gear, and the advanced machine frame. That is no problem. Right, let's give this a go then. So let's see if I can remember this. Like that. Plastic there. And then the machine frame in the middle. And that seems to be going quite well. Hopefully that wither won't escape, but even if it does, we should be alright. And there we go, we have a supreme machine frame. Nice. So now we should be able to craft this wither builder. Oh, I need another star, so I need to kill a wither manually first. Right, alright, let's do that. I suppose before doing all this, I should really do it properly once, shouldn't I? I'm not going to cheese it in the end. Let's go down to bedrock and do it properly. So go a little bit far away though, so we don't break anything. I'm thinking I should be alright with my armor, but you know, the wither's always annoying. So let's just do it down here. This will do it. Okay, there we go. This is always fun, isn't it? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Where you going? I should have got some potions for this as well tonight, but seems. Oh no! It's teleported away. That's really bad. Because my armor of the teleport. Oh no. And I have absolutely no idea how to get to him. Oh dear. Right, do I have any night vision? Because that would be really helpful. There we go. Let's take one of those. Right, so after lots of digging, I finally caught up with her. So I'm going to try and do this from distance. Even though I didn't take much damage, I just don't want him teleporting away again. So I'm getting down to half at least, and then I can hopefully make sure he doesn't teleport, because that was really annoying to find him. Where you going? I just hope he gets stuck behind the block so I can hit him without him hitting me. Right, here we go. We're in the sword section now. So stay there. He got hit me. Oh, right. He did teleport, but come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Where's the star? There it is. Right. Done. Oh, that was very stressful. Not for the normal reasons of killing the wither, but we did it. We got another star. Brilliant. Right. Let's get back on with it. Right, so after all that, we should now be able to do it. So, with the builder, worth that, definitely. Two more things I need for this, apart from the tinted glass, is the thing I'm going to do for the redstone to make it nice and compact. So we're going to get a timer from RF Tools, and that's nice and simple. So let's grab one of those, and I also want a pulse extender from Create. This thing here. And again, very simple. So let's take this, and I think I might need a bit of redstone. So let's just grab that. And I think that is pretty much it. So let's just get the tinted glass as well while we're in here. Let's just grab a few more stacks because I need to surround it this time. So to kill it, we're going to use the mob crusher from Industrial Foregoing. So let's grab another one of these, and I've got everything. Brilliant. I am going to need another tank and ender chest. Can I do this? Let's do one of these. Oh, you chuck it out of leather. Right, so we'll leave that. We'll get the item and the fluid transport done later. I just want to get this thing up and running. So let's go into the factory and get back over here. Oh, of course it's raining, isn't it? Right, so what we'll do is put the wither builder directly here, and I'm thinking I can do an export bus directly into that, but then maybe not. Do I want to do a draw? No, let's just try it. Let's just try doing it properly. So we might as well do this first, get this set up. So we'll put the export bus on there. I need another fluid cable, and I need to power this as well. How about that? Let's get another quantum entangle portal. I've got everything for that. So we'll put that there, and then from this we just want that as the output. Project on. Alright, so set the frequency, set that to pull, and we are getting power. So let's just stick that in there. Nice. I was going to set the export on that, but I don't want to do that away because I need to get all this actually built first. So let's put this here. So I'm just going to build a cage of this. So it's just going to be 3 by 3 internally, and I don't know, about like 5 high. So let's just go all the way around the edge. And this glass is horrible to see through, but it does the job. So let's just stick this redstone down so we can see how this works. So I'll tell you the timers for this as well. So we just put the pulse extender, and that's going to go directly into that block, and we need to set this. I've messed about with this a little bit, and 40 ticks seems to do it. So no, not 39, 40. Right, and then for the timer, I also want to set this to redstone run with redstone signal. So when this block is powered, this will have a redstone signal, and it'll build if there's any blocks in there. So we'll do that, and then we're going to put this facing the right way, obviously, like that, and then we need to set this to 240. So that's 12 seconds, and the wither takes 11 seconds to build, so we're just giving it a little bit of room there. So the wither will build, and then we'll have the crusher on the side killing it straight away, and then instantly another one will be built straight away. Let's just build this up a little bit. Just got 2 more layers, and then one for the ceiling. Right, so my worries are gone now. That means the wither can't get out of there, even if it's built. And this thing builds 1 block above where it is as well, so that's why I've got the glass on top of it. I think if we just set up a mob crusher, we do need a range add-on as well. And I've only got a level 1 there, so I need to go get a range add-on. And then I'm just going to set up a mob crusher up here somewhere, probably at this level so I can see it. And then, actually no, I'll probably do it at this level Y. So I'll do it at the level where the wither is. And then that's it. That'll be done. I'll just need to set the export to this. Just put the filters in there. Actually, let's just see if that works for the soul sand. So I'm going to put that in there like that. Need some acceleration cards in there, don't I? So let's grab some of those. Stick that in there. So if I take those out now, they should come in quicker. Yeah. So I'll put the wither skeleton skulls into that filter as well, and then they can just export directly into there when there's nothing there. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So I'll get the crusher set up, and we can have a look at the final thing. Right, so I've got all that set up now. I've got this mob crusher over here. I've got the highest tier of the range add-on, and I've also got all of the processing speed and efficiency add-ons in there as well. So I want this to kill it really, really quickly. So if I turn off that working area, I know that's going to cover the whole thing. So the only remaining thing to do is to put a wither skeleton skull into this filter, and that should build a wither when this timer goes off anyway. So once that completely builds. It should take 11 seconds. And it should die straight away, and then we should get another wither within a second. Yes, so that seemed to have worked. So as soon as it exploded, it died. And we have our first automated nether star. Nice. So let's just watch this for a little bit. Because it's very satisfying. Now, if I stand too close, I will take damage, but nothing under here will get destroyed. So that is a good thing. So nether stars are coming in on automatically now, and I will get quite a bit of essence from this as well. I get a full bucket from each wither that's killed. So I need to export that into the network as well. But nether stars coming in automatically, and we can use this in the power mod next time. Go right up to the nitro level. That is going to be good. So I will get things started up between episodes, but I think I'm going to leave it there. So got plenty of stuff done today. We've got the ether gas automated, and we're now killing withers completely automatically as well. So very happy about that. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.